Hello, friends. Welcome, Salem Mason Happy Home. I'm happy to be here with you today. On my feet and breathing. That's always good. Some lunatic online, I think it was a news journalist or something, so it might have been on TV, not online, actually, uh, insisted that because Trump is building the ballroom and Adolf Hitler's home in Bavaria had a large dining slash ballroom in it, that proves that Trump is a Nazi. So with that logic, we could take it quite far. Adolf Hitler was a unfortunate addicted drug addict. He was addicted to amphetamines and opioids due to his doctor prescribing them to him. So everybody that gets a prescription from their doctor is a Nazi. Everybody that is addicted to amphetamines, opioids, prescription drugs, they're Nazis by that logic. He was an extreme animal advocate and lover of animals. His German Shepherd Blondie was attached at the hip to him. I mean, he never went anywhere without the dog. He preferred animals over people. So every animal lover, every advocate from PETA, Humane Society on down, you're all Nazis because you love animals, and so did Hitler. Hitler loved herbal tea. Didn't drink it all the time, but when he did, his preferred favorite was chamomile. So everyone that loves herbal tea, specifically chamomile, you're a Nazi. He and Eva Braun lived in sin before they were married. So every one of you that's out there living with your partner, your life partner, and you're not married, you're a Nazi. And then they got married. So everybody who's married, you're a Nazi. He was short. So everyone under 6 feet tall, you're a Nazi. He was an aspiring painter. Watercolors in particular. Sold his watercolors, made postcards. So everybody that is a painter, everybody that works for Hallmark, you're Nazis. The point of this rant is to shed light on the extreme dysfunctional absurdity of these malfunctioning humanoids that are running around making shit up. And if you start down that path and you don't stop it immediately, we will continue as a species to devolve. Adolf Hitler was a vegetarian. So that means all vegetarians are Nazis. Oh my God. Shame on you. So you see, when you actually do some research, look into this stuff, and realize that Hitler was a really bad human. He was, above all else, a human, just like us. He made deadly decisions with deadly consequences. Oh, and he committed suicide. So everybody that's committed suicide, they had to have done it because they're Nazis. So you can just run with this. It's endless. He was white, so so if you're white, you're a Nazi. He was a man. If If you're a man, you're a Nazi. He was married to a woman. So every heterosexual married couple's Nazi. I mean, you could just, he loved to be out in the sunshine. If you like being out in summer, you're a Nazi. He loved winter. He loved the mountains. You're a Nazi. Do you see the point to this lunacy? What he wasn't, and what everybody, these rally goers and these uninformed paid performers that go out and protest, and these pink-haired non-issue humanoids, the problem is that they are emotionally immature, they lack neurological substance, and they are so dysfunctionally egotistical and narcissistic that they would rather go to jail and die for their twisted lies than actually sit down and admit that they might be wrong. A mature person, you might be a mature, rational person if you sit down and respectfully listen to an opposing opinion and engage that opposing opinion by saying, I hear you. I see your point. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to change who you are, but you can acknowledge and give them that respect. A mature, healthy person would do that. A mature, healthy person would get up and get a job and go to work and not get paid to protest when you don't even know what you're protesting. A mature person wouldn't get out into the universe of the internet or television and make absurd comments like everybody with a fucking dining room is a Nazi. That's like me assuming, because I can only assume because I don't know anybody with pink hair, but pink hair and nose rings, that you are mentally unstable. So if I see you and you have pink hair and a nose ring, I'm going to assume you're unstable. I'm going to assume you're an angry, hateful person. Do you see how absurd that is? But that's the road that you are going down. This extreme level of absurdity where wrong people or people that have opinions that are less popular and don't work in the real world actually will die or get arrested or whatever for their opinions, instead of letting go and listening to reason. And that reason is basically just listening to the other side and understanding where they come from. And I've tried to understand where this side comes from. And what I've learned is they come from a side of rage and hate because they don't want to be a functional part of human society. It's hard to get up and go to work. It's hard to get up and go to school. It's hard and scary to be dependent on yourself for your very survival, because we have not raised generations of people who know how to survive, who have the skills to get a job, who have any ability to survive on their own. And so they're angry. Nazism, communism, socialism, all of those isms. They have mandate or want universal health care, free universal health care. They want government-controlled public transportation. They want government-controlled grocery stores. Look it up. You might be a Nazi if you want everything for free, if you want a government to control you because you are incapable of controlling yourself. You might be a Nazi if you want state-run grocery stores, like Cuba, Russia. So the absurdity has no end to it. But it does have a beginning, and that beginning is with ignorance. That beginning is from closed-mindedness. That beginning is from anger and rage. But your anger and rage is not about Trump building a ballroom. Your anger and rage is about jealousy, envy. You're lazy. You don't want to get out and take care of yourself. So you want your government to do everything for you. That, to me, is the most absurd of all. And until next time, do good and be good.